Welcome to Design Diary, the podcast where you get to look inside my board game design notebook as well as what's going on inside my head. We look at a new word each day from the sense of mechanics, tone, theme, or inspiration for a full game. Today's word is
Enigmatic, of, relating to, or resembling an enigma, mysterious. So I went very specific on this, and I'm curious if you went in the same direction.
I don't think I went very specific, but I didn't really do much. The idea that I have was basically all my wife's.
Really? Sometimes
yeah.
mine are like that too, and it's the best.
Yeah, it's pretty great. So yeah, I'll let you know what it is because I think I love it. Because it's a party game where you are given specific phrases or words that you need to convey to another person. Okay. But you're given the words that you have to say. So let's say the line is, "May the force be with you."
Oh, you're getting close to mine. You're getting close to mine.
Oh, it is?
No,
okay,
just in a way.
Okay. But you're given just complete nonsense as the words that you need to say.
Okay.
So "May the force be with you," and you're given like potato, watermelon, jealousy, blue. And you need to say those words in a way that the other person can guess that you are saying "May the force be with you."
Hold on. I'm writing these words down. Potato, watermelon, jealousy, and blue.
Yeah.
And I need to... Okay. So how does it work?
So you are trying to convey this phrase purely through tone, through eye movement, through gesturing. You might get a clue at a certain point or even at the beginning, just so you aren't guessing completely wildly. So you could say like a movie quote, and so you have to be like, you have to do like a Obi-Wan impression or a Yoda impression or that kind of stuff.
But I have to include potato, watermelon, jealousy, and blue.
You are only saying potato, watermelon, jealousy, and blue. Those are the only words that you say.
Like I can't even add words between them.
No, not at all. Not at all. So it is purely by tone that you are trying to convey a message.
And do I have to use those words?
Yes.
Oh man.
You can omit them, but you cannot add whatever you want. So
I think you have to use them because it might even be easier if you omit them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So my first thought with it was potato and watermelon look like rocks that a Jedi is kind of like raising into the air, and blue is obviously a blue lightsaber. But I that's hard.
Oh yeah, no, it's supremely difficult. My wife was specifically talking about the phrase "get to the chopper," and I was trying to figure out like if you're just given the word like screwdriver, elephant. And you have to make it so that someone guesses "get to the chopper." So either the clue has to be very specific, so like movie with an action star, or the words have to be in the ballpark. So maybe they rhyme, or not, because rhyme would be too easy.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of the game Mad Gab.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But that's. I don't know. That's a little too specific. Yeah, I wanted it. You are saying complete nonsense, but you still want to be able for someone to understand you. It'd be supremely difficult. I don't know how you do it, but
wow.
Yeah, and I'm too embarrassed to even like try it right now.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Like, and of course it'd have to be a secret where you wouldn't know what I was doing. But
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna think of a line real quick.
Okay, please do.
Okay,
so let's say the clue is Star Wars.
Okay. Oh my god. And what are my words? Give me my words.
Okay, so your words are, let's go, achievement, Jello, and race car.
Oh my god.
And you can change the order of them if you want, but you have to use those words.
Jello race car achievement.
Okay, Jello race car achievement. Ugh.
Jello race car. Achievement.
Oh, some kind of like.
Jello race car. Achievement.
So Jello race car. So that's 2 words right there. And then achievement.
Let me do it again.
Okay, give me 1 clue. Is it prequel trilogy, sequel trilogy, original?
OT all the way.
Okay.
Jello race car. Achievement. I love this, and I want to tell you what it is so bad.
Okay, give me the movie then.
New Hope.
New Hope. Jello race. That's the one that I've watched the most recently, and I'm trying to figure out. Is it a well-known line?
It is.
Ah, man.
Jello race car. Achievement.
Nope. No, you got to give it to me.
All right, kid, don't get cocky.
Oh, gosh.
That's why I threw the achievement at the end, because it was cocky, and I was trying to get the race car and kid.
No, I was thinking it was 2 phrases, because
Yeah.
I was going to go with, for some reason, I was only thinking of the phrase, when Leia walks out of the cockpit, and Luke is like, I care.
Oh, man.
That's not even a line. That's like a Star Wars minute in joke.
So that is insane, and I feel like it needs one more thing to make it not impossible, but
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, good.
At least on my end it was, and maybe for you guessing as well.
Oh,
Wow.
it was very difficult, but yeah, I think it's a very cool concept.
That's cool. All right, so I'll tell you where it hits on mine. Mine was simply J.J. Abrams' mystery box.
Okay.
And there's the Star Wars connection, but that's the
Yeah.
first thing that came into mind with Enigma or Enigmatic was this mystery box, and J.J. Abrams is really big on that mystery box, and his whole thing was he bought a actual mystery box, like at a magic shop, just a box that promised $50 of magic, and it was $15, and he never opened it because he said that it represents infinite potential. So I thought of this thing, like the mystery box is questions without answers, and there are eventual answers, but it can be these questions without answers. And I started to think about in gaming, like what an answer is and what a question is. Like a question is like what lies behind that door, but in certain games I only ask the question because I know there's an answer behind the door. So I started to think about things like that, like the door like emerging throughout gameplay, as opposed to like Risk Legacy, where it says, if this happens, open this box. And I'm like, I'm just going to do whatever it takes to make that happen.
Right.
So I wanted to see it like emerge a little bit more. But then
Okay.
my sentence just kind of stopped right there, and I switched over to a game where basically there's an item in a box that'll help you or hurt you, or it could be something that helps you and hurts you. And this the how great the help is or how severe the hurt is unknown. So I thought that there could be a game where there's 2 things put into this box, and there could be just like 2 decks of cards, for example. When players open it, it would be some sort of co-op game or something like that. Players choose which side they're on. They're either with the people opening the box, or they're shying away and stepping away from the box and sort of splitting up at that point. So at its simplest is a game where there's 2 suits, a good suit and a bad suit, and numbers 1 through 10 in each. And then at the beginning of the game, they're shuffled up and 2 are put into the center of the board, or the center of the table. Players are trying to, and I did a little bit of like the mind with this, where they're trying to offset low numbers with high numbers, where a card is flipped, and if it's a low number, players collectively have to decide who's going to play their card on top of it and waste the least amount of like good stuff.
Okay.
So if a 4 comes out, the person who plays a 4, if a bad 4 comes out, the person with the good 4 wants to go on top. If a person with a good 5 or 6 goes on top, they wasted a couple digits that they could have used, otherwise. But at any point, someone can decide that they want to go into that little mystery box, and then you get 2 more cards. They're good or they're bad. And that's kind of where I ended with it. But I just thought, when that decision's made, everybody's going to stop and decide if they're in on it or not, and maybe even talk them out of it to do it later. Maybe never open that little mystery box and see what it is. But but what I liked in this kind of game was over the course of the game, you're going to see a lot of cards, and you start to learn a little bit about what could be in that mystery box. But you never see all, and you never have perfect information.
Interesting.
That's where
I was thinking of, while you're talking about that, I was thinking of like a worker placement game where there's a deck of cards and you only see the backs of it. And these are the locations that you can send your workers to, and it's a whole deck. And it's pre-sorted just like in all Legacy games, so things change over time as you go through the deck. And on the back of the cards is something that's generally kind of good. So a person can send their worker there and get kind of a bonus. At any point, they or another person can flip over that card. And then it's either a minor setback for that person who went there, or it's doubly good for the person. So you are either trying to figure out, okay, do I need to punish this person? But the risk of punishing them is that it could actually turn out really well.
Yep.
Or do I just let them have that kind of minor bonus that they just got? I think I think your idea has a lot more mystery.
No, you know what I like with that though is I would want one more thing, and the thing would be to be able to pay them off not to do it. Like someone's like, I'm going to flip that over, and I could maybe pay them off, but maybe just talk them out of it. You know, I love when like you have that little bit of negotiation in the game, and if it's open ended and interesting.
Yeah, and so I mean that. I think all designs for me go back to Prohees for some reason. Is that like, you could look at the card on the back. So you place your worker there, and you're like, go ahead, like flip it over. Like it's only good for me. Like you don't have to, but like if you want to, like you can actually pay me something, and I won't flip it over myself.
That's cool.
So yeah, interesting.
That sounds fun to me. I start thinking about crazy stuff where it's like there's 3 different levels. The one level is low case bad stuff. The other one's medium, and then the other one's really high chance of bad stuff on the back.
Nice.
But there's also low, medium, and good stuff on the front. Mm-hmm. And then it starts to feel like it doesn't feel anything like it, but thematically, it's been on my mind a lot lately. Is what's that Discworld game that they just re-implemented?
It's like Mankey. Oh man, what is that even called?
The new one?
They re-implemented Ankh-Morpork.
Yeah, I don't know what the new one's called. That little bit of like
anti-narking.
Yes, exactly. That little bit of like chaos, but with like it feels a little Ankh-Morpork to me. Just even thematically, but
nice.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Cool. All right, there's another week.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good. Talk to you later.